Race number 1 has Whisper Genie and Ipaport, Greg's Victory, GL Bobby, Noble Vic, Miss Tahoa, T-Bear Paper Doll, Hardy Blue, and Naylor Park. They are off and pacing an Ipaport away looking for the lead. Greg's Victory driving out second. Out 3 wide is GL Bobby third. Down inside, Whisper Genie gets away fourth. Followed in the 5 spot as they move into the turn by Naylor Park. They head into the backstretch for time 1. On the outside, that's GL Bobby taking over the lead. Away racing second is an Ipaport. Naylor Park parked out racing third. There goes an Ipaport out of the pocket, moving up now to grab the top spot. Ipaport leads the way. Naylor Park on the outside. Down inside, GL Bobby now racing third. Greg's Victory has the 4 spot. Next in line, Whisper Genie from 5. Taking a look out of 6 is Noble Vic. Holding down the 7 spot, that's Hardy Blue. Miss Tahoa is racing in 8. And 9th and trailing is T-Bear Paper Doll. 29-2 was the opening quarter. They make their way off the top turn as they approach the half. Naylor Park now charts the path, leads it by 2 lengths. Second is an Ipaport. GL Bobby at the rail is pacing third, followed by Greg's Victory fourth. Whisper Genie stays at the rail in 5. Miss Tahoa on the outside has 6. Racing in 7 is Noble Vic. On the move is Hardy Blue. And still at the back of the field is T-Bear Paper Doll. They are by the halfway point in 59 3/5 seconds. On down the backside for the final time. It's still Naylor Park leading it by 1 length, and Ipaport getting a good journey second. Miss Tahoa on the outside moves into within striking range third. GL Bobby at the rail is pacing fourth. 5th and moving on the outside, that's Whisper Genie. At the rail in 6 is Greg's Victory, then Hardy Blue. Noble Vic and trailing, it's still T-Bear Paper Doll. They head on to the upper turn. Naylor Park clings to the lead. Here comes Miss Tahoa in the center as they move past the 7/8. Miss Tahoa taking over the lead. Racing second is Naylor Park. GL Bobby looking for room in the inside third. Whisper Genie moving up 3 wide fourth. Off the turn through the stretch, 1:30 4 3/4. Miss Tahoa leads them through the lane. Whisper Genie on the far outside. Naylor Park trying to hang in for third, but it will be Miss Tahoa to win it. Finishing second is Whisper Genie. It looks like GL Bobby getting up the passing lane for third. Riding back, the first race winner, number 6, Miss Tahoa, 4-year-old daughter of Horton Hanover, Armstrong, Grangello, and Foster, trained by Blair Laffin, Robert Laffin driving. The mile, a new lifetime mark, 2:03. Race number 2, top of the stretch, Roof Vent Greg, Supreme Classic, Nicky Gas, Island Inverness, Cherries Futta, Holly's Your Wave, Cover Lady, and Trio Success. They are off and pacing. Supreme Classic off the gate looking for the lead with Nicky Gas driving out second. Down at the rail, Roof Vent Greg gets away third. Crossing over, Island Inverness looking for a seat fourth. Cover Lady in 5. Holly's Your Wave has 6. Up on the limb is Trail Success. Continuing on in the trailer is Cherries Futta. They move down the backside, approaching the opening quarter, moving up to take charge. Nicky Gas. Supreme Classic is away second. Trail Success parked out racing third. Ruth Vent Greg is next in line fourth, followed in the 5 spot by Island Inverness. Campaigning the rail 6 is Cover Lady. On the move is Cherries Futta from 7, and Holly's Your Wave is now trailing. They continue midway through the upper turn. Nicky Gas charts the path by 1 length. Supreme Classic will get a golden journey second. Trail Success gets the parking ticket third, with Roof Vent Greg down at the rail racing fourth. 29-4 was the opening quarter. They approach the halfway point. Nicky Gas, Supreme Classic. They race 1-2 with Roof Vent Greg at the rail pacing out of 3. Still parked out fourth is Trail Success. Locked in is Island Inverness in 5. Cover Lady covered up on the outside. Then Holly's Your Wave and Cherries Futta can see them all as they head to the backside. Final time, the half in a minute, 2/5. Nicky Gas now by 2.5. Second is Supreme Classic. Roof Vent Greg is still at the rail third. Island Inverness looking to get off the rail, and he does at a 4. They approach 3/4. Nicky Gas still there by 2.5. Supreme Classic second. Here comes Island Inverness now gaining ground on the outside third. Roof Vent Greg is pacing at a 4. On the inside, Holly's Your Wave has 5. They head past the 7/8. Nicky Gas, but here comes Island Inverness on the outside. Moves up now to match strides. Third is Supreme Classic, Roof Bent Greg on the outside. Fourth, fifth is Ollie Zorwave. They make the final turn. Island Inverness is sticking a neck in front. Nicky Gas battling back. Second, 131 and 2 is the 3/4. Nicky Gas coming back on. Nicky Gas comes back on to win it. Finishing second, Island Inverness, with Supreme Classic third. The 6-year-old son of Kawartha Skipper, owned by Jocelyn Mofford. Leroy Mofford driving. The mile in 2:02 and 4/5. Race number 3 of the afternoon on the payroll. Future Power, Sheridan Wave, My Girl Jenny, Maud's Memory, Cameo Angus, More Wave, Putty Green, and Rescue 911. They're off and pacing at the rail. On the payroll is a way to grab the lead. Away second, Sheridan Wave. Up on the outside, Maud's Memory now hustling up, looking for a good early spot. Rescue 911 gets away fourth. On the limb, Cameo Angus from 5. My Girl Jenny gets away sitting in the 6th spot. As they move into the backstretch, More Wave has 7. From 8 is Putty Green, and trailing after the Miscue Leaving is Future Power. They head past the opening quarter, moving up to grab the lead. Maud's Memory by 1 length on the payroll. Is not content to sit in the pocket. She goes to the outside looking to reclaim. The inside, Sheridan Wave. He's tied up sitting third and stepping to the outside. Then 2 lengths back to the 4 spot, and Rescue 911 from 5 is Cameo Angus. Taking a look from 6, My Girl Jenny. They were by the opening panel in 29 and 2/5 seconds. They move off the top turn, and through the stretch they come. On the outside, and challenging for the lead is Sheridan Wave at the rail. He is on the payroll as they check it at the halfway point. Locked in the pocket. Maud's Memory is third. Racing fourth is Rescue 911. Fifth along the rail is Cameo Angus. Third over and sitting in 6 is My Girl Jenny from 7 at the rail. That is Putty Green. Then we go back to More Wave, and Future Power remains at the back of the field. They were by the halfway point in 1 minute and 3/5 seconds. Down the backside, final time. On the payroll, still showing the way. There goes Rescue 911, sent up 3 wide on the outside, now second in the center. Sheridan Wave is racing third. Maud's Memory still locked in at the rail is fourth. Fifth, and racing 3 wide is More Wave. They continue on past the 7/8. Rescue 911 on the outside is challenging on the payroll. On the inside, that's Maud's Memory racing third. Sheridan Wave on the limb is fourth. Fifth on the inside, Cameo Angus. 132 and 1/5 to 3/4. They're on their way home. Rescue 911 on the outside. On the payroll, fighting back gamely. On the payroll, a slight lead. Rescue 911 on the payroll will prevail. Rescue 911 is second. It could be Future Power on the outside third. Operating back into victory lane, the official winner of race 3, number 1 on the payroll, a 3-year-old black filly by Handsome Sum. Owen McLean and Ronnie McLean, trained and driven by Ronnie McLean. The mile, a new race record, 2:03. Race number 4 of the afternoon, Atlantic Sire Stakes 3-year-old pacing colt B division, has But Kenny Win, Act in Gold, LF Beauty, Dynamite Treasure, Dusty Lane Tatty, Island National, Edgewater Blue Seal, Act in Bold, and the back tier Glengale Brandon. Here they come. They're off and pacing. LF Beauty off the gate looking for the lead, but Kenny Wynn driving out second. Act in Gold away racing third. Up on the far outside, Act in Bold caught 40 racing fourth. Edgewater Blue Seal is racing in 5. Glengale Brandon down at the rail. They move by the 8th and into the backstretch. Act in Gold taking over the lead, but Kenny Wynn gets away second. LF Beauty parked out third on the inside. Glengale Brandon is fourth. Act in Bold on the outside is parked out in the 5 spot. Getting away 6th is Dynamic Treasure. Racing at the rail and in the 7 spot, Dusty Lane Tatty from 8, Edgewater Blue Seal. And trailing is Island National. We continue on by the 3/8 with Acton Gold is setting the early tempo. LF Beauty is parked out, going a tough journey second to the inside, but Kenny Wynn is traveling third. There goes Glengall Brandon to the outside to pick up the cover of LF Beauty in 4. Fifth along the rail, Dynamite Treasure. Outside in 6th and moving up is Acton Bold. 29-1 was the quarter. They move past the half. LF Beauty now pressuring Acton Gold as they race into the lower turn. Glengall Brandon moves up and grabs the rail third. Fourth at the rail is But Kenny Wynn. Fifth on the outside, Dynamite Treasure. They continue into the backstretch, a battle up front. After a half of 59 2/5 seconds, Acton Gold reclaiming the lead. LF Beauty on the outside is second. Glengall Brandon traveling third. On the outside, Dynamite Treasure is moving up fourth. As they continue into the turn, it's Acton Gold just by a neck. LF Beauty right there second. Dynamite Treasure is pacing out of 3. Up on the outside and 3 wide, sitting in 4 Island National. They continue past the 7/8. Acton Gold now by a length and a half. LF Beauty is second. Dynamite Treasure down at the rail is traveling third. Acton Gold is fourth. 1:29 2, the 3/4 through the stretch for the final time. Acton Gold opening up now by 4. It's all Acton Gold. Finishing second is LF Beauty, and the show spot goes to Acton Gold. Operating back into the winner's enclosure, the winner of race 4, B division of the Atlantic Star Stakes for 3-year-old colts, number 2 in your card, Acton Gold. The son of Arbro Acton of the Dam Sky Glen Fergus, by Karen Hocko of Sydney. Phil Pinkney catch driving, giving the colt a new race record, 2 minutes and 2/5. At trackside, making the cooler presentation on behalf of the Atlantic Standardbred Breeders Association is Mr. Sandy Frazier. Race number 5 has Brewers Valley, Kildare Justin, Super Bowl Shuffle, another Springer, Dave Linsfella, Stefan Heather, or else Watts, Sterling Orr, and Nicky Mint. They're off and pacing. Brewers Valley away from the rail is grabbing the early lead. Kildare Justin will tuck in second on the outside. Third is another Springer. Nicky Mint follows out fourth. Super Bowl Shuffle takes a seat in 5. The outside racing 6 is Stefan Heather. The inside 7, that's Dave Linsfella, or else Watt gets away in 8. And as they move down the backstretch and out of the opening quarter, sitting at the back of the field is Sterling Orr. They continue past the quarter on top. Brewers Valley will dictate the early pace. Up on the outside, that's another Springer racing second. Kildare Justin tied up in the pocket third. Nicky Mint next in line fourth, a gap of 2 lengths. Back to Super Bowl Shuffle in 5. Taking a look out of 6 as they continue off the top turn. And through the stretch, Stefan Heather, 29-2 was the opening quarter. They approach the halfway point. Brewers Valley continues on the front end. Parked out is another Springer. Kildare Justin getting a good trip third. Nicky Mint is following fourth. Super Bowl Shuffle takes a look out of 5. On the outside, Dave Linsfella on the move from 6. Stefan Heather at the rail. He's moving back to 7 on the outside, racing at 8. Sterling Orr, and now treading is Or else Watt. Halfway home in 59 3/5 seconds. Down the backside, final time. Brewers Valley the one to catch. On the inside and racing second is Kildare Justin outside and going a tough journey. Another Springer on the limb. That's Nicky Mint now covered up, racing in 4. Fifth along the rail is Super Bowl Shuffle. Dave Linsfella trying to move up with the pack in 6. They continue on to the upper turn. It's Brewers Valley by 3 parts of a length. Another Springer hanging tough. Here comes Nicky Mint traveling out there 3 wide. Also out there 3 wide. Now stepping 4 deep is Dave Linsfella. Kildare Justin locked in the pocket. 1:30 the 3/4. Through the stretch they come to the payoff. Still led by Brewers Valley. Second is Kildare Justin along the rail. Super Bowl Shuffle. But it will be Brewers Valley who wins it. It's going to be close for second. It could be Super Bowl Shuffle getting up for second. Third, Kildare Justin. Mare by Kilkerran Brewer. All by Max Mitchell. Jim Davis driving. Mare picking up a new race record, 2:02 and 1/5. Race number 6 of the afternoon has exit 13, Condor's Bird, Muscle Toxin, Angelic Vision, Oyster Stew, Taxi Vader, and Cocan Fella. They're off and pacing. Angelic Vision fires off the gate quickly to battle. Exit 13 for the lead. Condor's Bird crossing over to grab a seat third. Up on the limb and racing fourth is Taxi Vader. Down inside, that's Muscle Toxin. As they move into the backstretch, Oyster Stew and treading is Cocan Fella. They head to the opening quarter. Out front, Angelic Vision leads by 1 length. Exit 13 away, racing second. Quickly on the outside, Taxi Vader hustling up, looking for the lead. Down inside is Condor's Bird traveling in fourth. Next in line in 5, that's Muscle Toxin. Oyster Stew has 1 horse beaten. That's Cocan Fella as they move on past the 3/8. Seating arrangements are now complete with Taxi Vader taking over by 1.5 lengths. Angelic Vision in pursuit second. Exit 13 at the rail is third, followed by Condor's Bird fourth. Fifth along the rail as they approach the half is Muscle Toxin. And the trailers are Oyster Stew and Cocan Fella. They were by the quarter in a brisk 28 and 4 as they check in at the half. Taxi Vader still there by 1. Angelic Vision getting the Golden Journey. Looking to the outside, exit 13 is third. Condor's Bird at the rail now locked in fourth. Muscle Toxin flashes out covering the outside. Fifth, sixth is Cocan Fella, and Oyster Stew is now trailing. 58 and 4 was the half. They approach 3/4. Angelic Vision abandons the pocket and drives up to take over the lead. Second is Taxi Vader. Exit 13 moving up now is giving chase second. Muscle Toxin within striking range on the limb is fourth. They head on to the upper turn. Exit 13 on the outside, moving up to confront Angelic Vision. Muscle Toxin well spotted on the outside third. Moving into contention is Cocan Fella fourth. 1:29 and 3 the 3/4. They make the final turn. Angelic Vision trying to fight them off. On the outside, exit 13. Here comes Muscle Toxin, the far outside, Cocan Fella. 3 of them across the track. Exit 13 is going to win it. Second is Muscle Toxin, Angelic Vision third. To Victory Lane, the 6th race winner, number 1, exit 13, a 5-year-old son of On the Road Again over the RG Group Limited. And Mulgrave, trained and driven to victory by Henry Smallwood. Exit 13 picks up a new race record of 2 minutes flat. Race 7, top of the stretch. Wave Wars Pride, Fit and Chips, Majai and Maverick, Rockin' and Rollin', Rem Shagadox's Jersey Ike, Den Ashton winner, 3 A's and a C, and Gijo. They are off and pacing. Wave Wars Pride from the rail is away looking for the lead. Rockin' and Rollin' hustling up on the outside with Gijo down inside away third. Up on the limb, Rem Shagadox's fourth. Fifth on the outside is Majai and Maverick. Den Ashton winner comes away racing in 6. Down at the rail, 3 A's and a C. Gets away in 7, followed by Fit and Chips 8. And Jersey Ike is 9th and trailing. They continue by the quarter. Out front, Rockin' and Rollin'. Rem Shagadox is parked out racing second with Wave Wars Pride. Sitting in the pocket third. Gijo takes a look out of 4. Campaigning the rail in 5 is Majai and Maverick. Next in line 6th is Den Ashton winner. Then 3 A's and a C has 7, followed by Fit and Chips and 8. And sitting at the back of the field is Jersey Ike. They move off the top turn, 28 and 2, the opening quarter. They approach the halfway point with Rockin' and Rollin' setting the early tempo. Leads it just by a neck with Rem Shagadox's on the outside second. Wave Wars Pride getting a good journey out of 3. Next in line, Gijo is 4th. There goes Majai and Maverick to the outside in 5. Den Ashton winner is traveling 6, Fit and Chips in 7. And the trailers are 3 A's and a C and Jersey Ike. They were by the halfway point in 58 and 2 as they move down the backside. Final time, Rockin' and Rollin' with a 1-length advantage. Wave Wars Pride is tied up and racing second. Gijo next in line third. Den Ashton winner moves up at the rail now 4th. They move past the 3/4. out front and leading the way is Rockin' and Rollin' Wave Wars Pride moving to the outside. G-Joe in behind them third, and Ashton Winner is traveling fourth. They're midway through the final turn. Wave Wars Pride has taken over the top spot. Rockin' and Rollin' dropping back on the inside. Up on the limb, that's G-Joe. As they make the final turn, 128 and 3 3/4. Wave Wars Pride leads them through the stretch. She draws off now to 3.5, 4 lengths. Rockin' and Rollin' trying to hang on second. Fit and Chips on the outside, but it's all Wave Wars Pride. It's close for second between Fit and Chips and Rockin' and Rollin'. Riding back into victory lane, the 7th race winner, number 1 Wave Wars Pride, a 5-year-old mare by Wave War, owned by Barry Dawson of West Royalty PEI. Trainable in Privet, Gary McDonald gives the mare a new lifetime mark, 159 flat. Race number 8 of the afternoon, Atlantic Sire Stakes 3-year-old pacing colt B division has Bright Power, Zesta's Prince, Clonmel Classic, Call Me Fit, Satellite Fern, Beth's Accolade, Frank Justice, Island Norwood. In the back tier, nearly ready, and our Ease Joey. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Call Me Fits is quick off the gate with Zesta's Prince driving out at the rail. Up on the far outside, that's Island Norwood hustling up. Out there, 3 wide, third. Down inside our East Joey. They move by the 8th and into the backstretch. Zesta's Prince gets away on top. Island Norwood driving up on the outside is second. Down at the rail, our East Joey gets away third. Call Me Fits fourth. Clonmel Classic on the run. As they move past the opening quarter, Island Norwood on the outside now forging to the top. Zesta's Prince will race in the pocket. Our East Joey next in line is racing third. At the rail, fourth, Call Me Fits. Frank Justice on the limb is pacing out of 5. They continue off the top turn, and through the stretch they come. Zesta's Prince now moving up to recapture the top spot. Zesta's Prince leads by 2 lengths, with Island Norwood giving chase second on the outside. And parked out racing third is Frank Justice. Our East Joey at the rail is pacing fourth. Fifth on the move is nearly ready. Call Me Fits has 6. On the move on the outside, Best Accolade from 7. Then Bright Power has 8. Clonmel Classic is 9th and 10th, and trailing the field, Satellite Fern. They were by the halfway point in 59 and 1. They move down the backside for the final time. Out front, leading it by a length and a half, Zesta's Prince with Island Norwood right there second. Frank Justice on the limb is pacing third. On the inside, our East Joey is fourth. Nearly ready is fifth. They move on to the upper turn. Zesta's Prince looking strong out front, still there by a length and a half. Island Norwood second. On the outside, Frank Justice races third. Then a gap of 3.5, 4 lengths back to nearly ready fourth. Beth's Accolade on the outside is fifth. They have 1/8 left to come. 1:29 and 2 3/4. They straighten out through the lane. Zesta's Prince now sprints off by 5, 6 lengths. Frank Justice on the outside is battling Island Norwood for second. Beth's Accolade is fourth. Down the lane they come. It's all Zesta's Prince. Frank Justice finishes second, and the show spot goes to Island Norwood. Running back into victory lane, the winner of race 8 B division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old colts, number 2 Zesta's Prince, a gelded son of Armbro Acton. For the dam Zesta's Beauty, only H.S. Leslie of Halifax. Trained by Lynn Privet, Gary McDonald with back-to-back winners. Zesta's Prince getting a new race record, 2 minutes and 2/5. At trackside, Mr. Sandy Frazier making the quarter presentation on behalf of the Atlantic Standardbred Breeders Association. Race number 9 has Shalom Shubuti, Ecology GB, Swingor, Charlotte's Fame, Weehawk, Feature Edition, Putney Lobel, PH Terminator, and C.A. McD. They are off and pacing. Ecology GB away to grab the early lead. Gathered back Swingor looking for the pocket. Up on the outside, Charlotte's Fame is away third. On the far outside, Putney Lobel is hustling up 3 wide fourth. On the inside and getting away in the 5 spot, as they head into the backstretch. Time 1 is Shalom Shibuti. They continue on to the quarter. Out front, Ecology GB leads by a length and a half over Swingor. On the inside, and racing from 3 as they move past the initial station is Putney LaBelle. Charlotte's Fame takes a look 4. Shalom Shibuti has 5. Weehawk parked on the outside has 6. The A. McD has come away racing in 7. Feature Edition on the outside has 8. And a PH Terminator is 9th and trailing the field. 29 seconds, the opening quarter. They move off the top turn. Ecology GB charts the path by 1 length. Getting a good journey second is Swingor. Next in line, Putney LaBelle is traveling 3rd. Charlotte's Fame holds down the 4 spot. 5th along the rail is Shalom Shibuti. 6th and moving on the outside is Weehawk. Then we go back to C.A. McD, Feature Edition. And still at the back is PH Terminator. They dip into the lower bend on their way past the 5/8. Ecology GB still there by a length and a half. Swingor is getting a perfect journey second. Putney LaBelle next in line 3rd. Charlotte's Fame is still at the rail racing 4th. Shalom Shibuti 5th. 59-1 was the half. They're midway down the backside for the final time. Ecology GB continues to show the way. Here comes Putney LaBelle now moving up to challenge on the outside second. Swingor has dropped back at the rail 3rd. Then a gap of some 5 lengths back to Charlotte's Fame racing 4th. They have 1/8 left to come as they move off the top turn. It's Ecology GB by a length. Putney LaBelle trying to close in second. Then 2 lengths back to Swingor 3rd. Through the lane for the final time. Ecology GB. Putney LaBelle on the outside. Ecology GB is going to hold on and win it. Putney LaBelle will finish second, and Swingor gets the show spot. Fighting back, the 9th race winner, number 2, Ecology GB, a 6-year-old gelding son of ecologist. Brian Dowie of Sydney, trained and driven to victory by Danny Romo. Filed a new race record, 1:59 4/5. Race number 10 has Danger Bear, Granite Gambler, Fascination VL, Charlotte Collins, Tabuma, Ridgefield, Township Mimi, Lady Maxine B, and Bionic Trick. They're off, and as they lead the gate off stride was Danger Bear. Moving out for the lead, Granite Gambler, followed by Fascination VL, who grabs a seat second. Up on the limb and racing from 3 is Township Mimi away at the rail, and sitting in the 4 spot is Charlotte Collins. Settling 5th is Lady Maxine B, followed in 6th by Tabuma. Holding down 7 in the early going is Bionic Trick. From 8 is Ridgefield, and trailing after the break, leaving is Danger Bear. Single file past the opening quarter. Out front and showing the way, Granite Gambler by 1 length. Fascination VL will get a golden trip second. Next in line, Township Mimi is racing out of 3. Up on the outside, here comes Lady Maxine B moving up. Now 4th, 5th along the rail and locked in. As they move off the turn is Charlotte Collins. Opening quarter, 29-3. Through the stretch they come. They're still led by Granite Gambler. Now Township Mimi moving up to challenge second. Fascination VL at the rail is pacing 3rd. Lady Maxine B, second over 4th. 5th along the rail locked in, Charlotte Collins. Tabuma racing 3rd over in 6. From 7 is Ridgefield. Then in 8 is Bionic Trick, and trailing the field, Danger Bear. They're halfway home in a minute and 4/5 seconds on down the backstretch. Final time. Township Mimi has taken over the top spot. And now racing second is Fascination VL. Here comes Tabuma hustling up on the outside 3rd with Bionic Trick following 4th. They head into the turn. Out front, Township Mimi quickly on the outside. Tabuma now in pursuit second. Fascination VL racing 3rd. Bionic Trick is pacing on the outside 4th. They head on past the 7/8, 1:31 2, the 3/4. On the outside, Tabuma moving up to challenge Township Mimi. Bionic Trick is now fanning out 3 wide. Fascination VL into the passing lane 4th. Down the stretch they come. Tabuma has taken over. Township Mimi, Bionic Trick. It will be Tabuma to win it. It's close. It looks like Bionic Trick and then Township Mimi. Fighting back, the 10th race winner, number 5 in your car, Tabuma. 7-year-old son of Bruce Gimble, owned by Eddie Ellis. Dave Carey driving. Mile in 2:02 and 3/5. Race number 11 of the afternoon, B division of the 3-year-old colts has West River Diesel, KJ's Monster, Nickway Rafferty, Harborview Jazz, Big and Swift, Bruno's Only Boy, Kilkerran Kane, Donmar DR, Shrimp Cocktail, and Storm Chief. Here they come. They're off and pacing. West River Diesel away from the rail is quick to grab the early lead. Nickway Rafferty moving out second. Harborview Jazz up on the limb is third. KJ's Monsters found a seat fourth. Donmar DR up on the outside is away racing in 5 on the inside. As they move into the backstretch in the 5 spot is Storm Chief. They continue on to the opening quarter. Out front leading the way, West River Diesel by 1 length. Sitting second. As they continue on past the opening station is Nickway Rafferty. Then we go back to Harborview Jazz, who sits in the 3 spot as they continue on by the 3/8. West River Diesel had them past the opening quarter in 29 and 1/5 second. Racing second off the top turn as they approach the halfway point. Nickway Rafferty, KJ's Monster starting first over in the 3 spot. Also following cover on the outside and racing in 4 is Storm Chief. Down inside and pacing in 5 is Harborview Jazz. On the move on the outside, Donmar DR from 6. Shrimp Cocktail holds down 7. Kilkerran Kane racing from 8. Big and Swift is 9th and 10th, and trailing after a break is Bruno's Only Boy. Into the backstretch, a minute 3/5 was the halfway point. It's still West River Diesel on top by 3 parts of a length. KJ's Monster right there, racing second on the inside, pacing third is Nickway Rafferty. Storm Chief on the outside is within striking range, sitting in the 4 spot. They head on to the 7/8. West River Diesel being challenged by KJ's Monster. They've opened up 2.5, 3 lengths. On the inside, who sits third, number 3, Nickway Rafferty, 1:30 and 1 3/4. Off the turn and through the stretch they come. Only 2 of them in contention. West River Diesel and KJ's Monster down the lane. West River Diesel, KJ's Monster on the outside. West River Diesel holding on. KJ's Monster will finish second. It looks like Kilkerran Kane getting up for third. Riding back into victory lane, the 11th race winner, the B division of the 3-year-old pacing colts, number 1 in your program, West River Diesel. 3-year-old gelding son of Herod's. Out of the Delmore Dam West River Kelso by Claire McDonald of Enniganish, trained and driven by Claire. West River Diesel, and only a second lifetime start, pacing his last half in 58 and 3. The mile in 1 minute 59 and 1/5 second. Victory Lane making the cooler presentation on behalf of the Atlantic Standardbred Breeders Association is Sandy Fraser. Race number 12 has Star Connection, Pomerado, Landover, Dusty Lane Mac, Jasper McFaber, MD Apple Betty, Jones Little John, Ashton Dazzler, and Mac Combo. They're off and pacing. Dusty Lane Mac is off the gate looking for the lead against Star Connection. Driving out third and 3 wide is Jasper McFaber. Mac Combo follows out fourth. Up on the outside is Jones Little John getting away and looking for his seat. 5th, Pomerado has 6. Away sitting in the 7 spot is Landover. From 8 is MD Apple Betty, and Ashton Dazzler is trailing. They move down the backstretch past the opening quarter. Star Connection emerges with the lead by 1 length. Gathered back and racing out of 2 as they continue on to the 3/8. Jasper McFaber, Mac Combo is in along the rail and racing third. From 4, Dusty Lane Mac looks to the outside. Pacing in 5 is Jones Little John. And we have a gap of 4 lengths back to Pomerado, who sits in 6. Landover has 7. MD Apple Betty in 8. And Ashton Dazzler is 9th and trailing. 29 seconds the quarter through the stretch, with Star Connection continuing to chart the path by a length. Jasper McFaber is racing second. Down inside, Mac Combo is third. Jones Little John coming up boldly on the outside with a 3 wide move. as they dip into the turn, moving to the 5-8. Star Connection still with the lead. Jasper McFaber within 3 parts of a length, racing second. Mac Combo with the inside, hemmed in third. Jones Little John up on the limb is wide, racing fourth. Dusty Lane Mac is fifth. To the outside, Landover sixth. 59-4 was the half as they race midway down the backside. Star Connection still there, leading it by half a length. Up on the outside, coming 3 wide is Jones Little John. In the center is Jasper McFaber. Landover out there 3 wide with Mac Combo. Caught in along the rail, racing fifth with nowhere to go. They have an 8th left to come. 3 of them across the track. Star Connection out the rail. Jones Little John up at the far outside with Jasper McFaber in the center. 1:30 2 the 3/4. Through the stretch for the final time. Jones Little John has taken over the lead. Up on the outside, Landover. It will be Jones Little John who wins it. Finishing second is Landover. It's close for third between Dusty Lane Mac and Jasper McFaber. Riding back into victory lane, the 12th race winner, number 7, Jones Little John, a 7-year-old gelding by Ambro Acton, owned by Joseph Kelly and Joan Bell, trained and driven by Albert Bernard, the mile in 2:02. Race number 13 of the afternoon has Daystar Almahurst, Tacoma Flame, Passive 8, Monarch, Turnic Joe Ranger, Naughty Bean, Copper Leo, Maker First, and Kill Karen Fury. They are off and pacing. Tacoma Flame off the gate first, looking for the lead. Driving out second is Passive 8 up on the limb. That's Monarch getting away third with Turnic Joe Ranger on the limb fourth. Daystar Almahurst on the inside is away fifth. Up on the outside, parked out, Maker First from 6. Kill Karen Fury is away in 7 from 8. He is Naughty Bean. And treading down the backstretch, Copper Leo. They continue on to the opening quarter. On the inside, Tacoma Flame, anxious for the lead, drives on and gathered back. Monarch will find a gap second. Away third, that is Passive 8 with Turnic Joe Ranger. Away racing in 4, pacing in 5, past the 3/8 is Maker First. There goes Kill Karen Fury, first up from 6. Following that move in 7 is Copper Leo. 29 seconds was the quarter. In front of the grandstand, they race for the first time as they approach the half. Tacoma Flame is still in control by 1 length. Monarch is racing second. Passive 8 gets flushed out on the outside third. Inside fourth is Turnic Joe Ranger. Kill Karen Fury now with cover on the limb from 5. Maker First has 6. Then Copper Leo. Daystar Almahurst and Naughty Bean is at the back. They were by the half in a minute flat. They continue into the backstretch for the final time. Tacoma Flame still there by half a length. Passive 8 now attacks on the outside. Monarch down inside is traveling third. The inside Turnic Joe Ranger fourth. Copper Leo coming 3 wide fifth. They head on to the upper turn. Passive 8 sticks a neck in front. Battling back is Tacoma Flame. Monarch moving off the rail, and he taps 3 wide. They're midway through the final turn, 1:29-4. Monarch out there 3 wide, driving on, looking for the lead. Tacoma Flame down at the rail, Passive 8 in the center. They make the final turn. Monarch taking over the top spot. Passive 8 second, Tacoma Flame. Through the stretch they come. It's all Monarch. He draws off to win it. Tacoma Flame hanging on to finish second. It's close for third between Maker First and Turnic Joe Ranger. Riding back into victory lane, the winner of race 13, number 4, Monarch, an 8-year-old son of Cam Fella, owned by Edwin Mose. Gary McDonald picking up his 3rd win of the afternoon. Mile in 2 minutes flat. Race number 14, Atlantic Sire Stakes 3-year-old Pacing Colt A Division, Escort Save, King Harold, Supreme Storm, Rymar Jim, Acton's Heritage, Maple Grove Gemini, Night Spur, Jaguar Knight, and the back tier Island Navigator, Second Shadow, and Vagabond Victor. Here they come. They're off and pacing off the gate quickly is King Harold with Escort Save driving out alertly from the inside. Rymar Jim gets away third. Supreme Storm settles in fourth. Up on the limb and racing in 5 is Acton's Heritage. Getting away in the center 6th is Vagabond Victor. Down inside in 7 is Second Shadow. They move down the backstretch and on past the opening quarter. Up front, it's King Harold with the lead. Escorts Abe quickly now back to the outside, reclaiming the lead. Escorts Abe has the top spot by a length. King Harold racing second. Supreme Storm traveling third. On the inside and racing on a Four Island Navigator. Pacing on the outside fifth is Rymar Jim Acton's Heritage on the outside with cover in sixth. Vagabond Victor is pacing on the limb in seven. 28 seconds the opening quarter. Off the turn they approach the half. Escorts Abe in charge by one length. Quickly on the outside, Acton's Heritage now driving up looking for the lead. They head into the lower turn. Acton's Heritage trying to take over from Escorts Abe. Acton's Heritage now clears by one. Escorts Abe is racing second. Outside third is Vagabond Victor. King Harold is now at the rail traveling fourth. Rymar Jim has five. Jaguar Knight coming 3-1 on the outside in six. Down the backstretch, 58-3 was the half. They're led by Acton's Heritage, a one-length advantage. Vagabond Victor on the outside in pursuit second. Escorts Abe at the rail is now pacing third. Jaguar Knight moves up into the four spot. Rymar Jim is fifth. They head on to the upper turn. Acton's Heritage leading it by 2.5. Vagabond Victor on the outside trying to close in with Escorts Abe at the rail third. 1:27-2 the three quarters. They make the final turn. Acton's Heritage now strides out to 3-4 lengths. Acton's Heritage, Escorts Abe is now second. Vagabond Victor third, but it's all Acton's Heritage finishing second. It's close. We'll need a photo between Vagabond Victor and Escorts Abe. Now back in victory lane, the winner of race 14, the A division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old pacing colts, number 5, Acton's Heritage. A son of Arbro Acton out of the Dam Heritage Dream, about Lewis Clark of Sydney Mines, trained and driven a victory by Danny Romo. Acton's Heritage picking up a new life record, 1:57 2/5. At trackside, making the cooler presentation, on behalf of the Atlantic Standardbred Breeders Association, Sandy Fraser and Jack Ferguson. Race number 15, top of the stretch, has Armbro Foxy, Harry Eater, Only Ashley, Blitzy Treasure, Some Nice Catch, Thriller Almerhurst, and Winds of Peace. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Armbro Foxy at the rail is away looking for the lead. Driving out is Only Ashley on the far outside. That's Winds of Peace. Three of them across the track vying for the early lead with Harry Eater settling in fourth. Away racing in 5. As they move by, the 8th is Blitzy Treasure. Some Nice Catch has 6, and trailing 7th is Thriller Almerhurst. Down the backstretch and on by the opening quarter. Winds of Peace on the outside, battling Armbro Foxy for the lead. Getting away third, that's Only Ashley. Then a gap of 3.5, 4 lengths back to Harry Eater in the 4 spot. They move on by the 3/8. Winds of Peace on top by 1 length. 27-3 the opening quarter. Away racing second is Armbro Foxy. Only Ashley tied up third. Trying to close the gap fourth is Harry Eater. Blitzy Treasure from 5. Some Nice Catch has 6, and trailing is Thriller Almerhurst. They move up past the halfway point. Winds of Peace leads the way by 1 length. Armbro Foxy giving chase second. Here comes Harry Eater moving up quickly on the outside, providing live cover for Some Nice Catch. They dip into the turn and move on past the 5/8. 58 seconds the half. Winds of Peace still there by 1. Armbro Foxy is second. Harry Eater continues on the outside third. Some Nice Catch getting a good second over Journey fourth. Only Ashley shuffle back at the rail fifth. Thriller Almerhurst sixth, and Blitzy Treasure. They check in at the 3/4. Winds of Peace still there by 3 parts of a length. Harry Eater keeps on coming on the outside. Some Nice Catch is now set up 3 wide third. Following that move is Thriller Almerhurst. They continue on to the upper turn. Harry Eater in the center takes over. Some Nice Catch 3 wide is second. Here comes Thriller Almerhurst out there 3 wide third. 1:28-3 the 3/4. They make the final turn. Some Nice Catch takes over. Thriller Elmerhurst on the outside trying to close in. Some Nice Catch, Thriller Elmerhurst. Some Nice Catch will win it. Thriller Elmerhurst finishes second, and the show spot will go to Only Ashley. Riding back into victory lane, the winner of race 15, number 5, Some Nice Catch, a 4-year-old daughter of Willowbird, under the dam Ketchup. Well, the Sandy Fraser of Dartmouth, trained and driven by Russell Burgoyne. Mile at 1:58 and 1/5. Sixteenth and final dash of the afternoon. Race Me Marble. It's Miller time. Charlotte Sis, Diamond Almerhurst, Armstead Alley, Mario, Island LeBaron, Rowdy Colt, and Arabesque Fern. Racing Race Me Marble away from the rail is looking for the lead. It's Miller time driving out second. Charlotte Sis 3 wide is third. On the inside, Arabesque Fern comes away fourth. Is parked out racing in 5. Diamond Almerhurst has 6. From 7 is Armstead Alley away in the 8 spot. Island LeBaron. They move on to the opening quarter. Race Me Marble now driving up on the outside. And taking over the top spot is Charlotte Sis. Charlotte Sis leading by 1. Race Me Marble is second. As they continue on to the side. And is sitting in the 3 spot. After an opening quarter of 29 seconds, it's Miller. Top turn. And approach the halfway point. Charlotte Sis leads them up in front of the grandstand for time 1 as they approach the half. The challenge for the lead is Diamond Almerhurst sitting in the pocket and racing third. Race Me Marble with cover. Armstead Alley on the left. Third over, Island LeBaron from 6. Arabesque Fern hemmed in at the rail in 7. Is Rowdy Colt and Mario can see them all. The half in a minute and 4/5 seconds. Charlotte Sis still there just by a neck. Diamond Almerhurst first over is second. In sitting third on the limb. Fourth is Armstead Alley. They continue on by the Sis now back. Second, moving in at the rail is Race Me Marble. Armstead Alley is now asked to go 3 wide out of 4. They can Charlotte Sis by 1 length. Race Me Marble driving up. And a final time on the outside and looking is Race Me outside. It's middle time. Watch it as you pull up, gentlemen. There's a loose horse behind you. Watch it as you pull up, gentlemen. A loose horse behind you. Back the winner of 1 Race Me Marble, a 4-year. 202.